I can invite him. Okay, let me go on here really quick and share the link. Share this out to Discord really quick. Okay. Alright, there we go. We are live. Back with some RHRL action. Again, for those of you who were waiting last week, my apologies. I was not here. I was at Indianapolis for Brickyard Weekend, so that was something. But we're here now. Second to last race of the season. Again, we don't have a race next weekend due to SummerSlam weekend, and also that next race is the championship race. So we got a lot to look forward to here for not only tonight, but for the championship race here in just a couple of weeks. So, for the starting lineup, we currently have 13 drivers currently in the lineup. Cowboys in the 6 on the pole. Nasformer in the 3, starting in second. He is in a pretty much a must-win scenario tonight if he wants to try and advance to the final round. Asylum's in the 16. He is already locked into the championship 4. He starts third tonight. Yoshi in the 34. Currently, if I'm not mistaken, he is the last driver above right now in points. He is 3 above. He starts in the 4th spot tonight. Rounding out the top 5, the Reagan Boy in the 5. Material in the 99 car, starting in 6. Again, Lyle Chat, who originally drives the 99, is suspended for tonight. He would have had a chance to still make it in if he won tonight, but unfortunately, actions from last week put him on suspension for this week. So, Material now behind the wheel for the 99. Kevin in the 22 starting in 7th. Next to him, Billis, a.k.a. Don Polo, in the 12 and 8th. The 12 car has a chance to make it in. Only 3 points below. He's been doing very well as of recently. We'll see if the 12 car can do it again here and make it into the final 4. Stiff for the 5th, the other driver that could still get in mathematically. Currently 6 in the standings. He is 8 back from 4th. Still mathematically anyone's game between the 34, the 12, and the 44. The 44 starts in 9th. Kobe in the 21 starts in 10th. Grams in the 45 starts in 11th. Sammy Boy in the 31, he already locked in. He starts at 12th tonight. He's just looking to get another win in his stat sheet for this season. And Glickson in the 2, rounding out the field in 13th. Wish I could raise out the... Yeah, probably not. Yeah. Probably not. Let me see. Yeah, because they're getting ready to start anyways. Let's see. Dark Abyss. Let's see what he said. Go ahead and start. I'll be right in. Okay. Alright, so Abyss will be in here shortly. Lyle Chat was supposed to be here tonight as well, but according to what I've read here, you gotta have a working microphone to, be in the booth tonight. No, I'm sorry, Lyle. I had to do that one to you. But he should be at least in here if he wants to spectate and provide another point of view. So let me see if I can get him in here. So this is from a while back, so let me try and find him. There he is. Hopefully this is the right one. So they're currently right now in their pre-race stuff, and then they will be getting started. Usually does take a little bit of extra time just to get this one going every Saturday. But just as a reminder, next Saturday they will not be racing due to SummerSlam. August 10th will be the championship race. That will be at Las Vegas. We still got to set the final 4 first. 2 spots already locked in. We will be keeping an eye on the 6th tonight because he could mathematically clinch in by the end of the 2 stages. that will be awarding drivers with points. Right now, the 6 car currently resides 24 above 5th and 21 above 4th. So we'll try and keep an eye out between the gap with the 6 and the 34. I will go on ahead and make my predictions here as well. I will say, as my dark horse, I'm going to say the 44 as my dark horse pick. I know no one hasn't really mentioned him a lot. I know he's kind of been one of those guys that's been lurking. So why not now? I'm going to say he's my dark horse. And then my primary pick, I will go on ahead and I will pick the 6. I feel like he doesn't have a lot to lose, and I think as a result for tonight, I think he ends up winning and just locks himself in that way. Plus, who doesn't like a battle for that final spot by points, right? So that will be my picks for tonight. We'll try and get Abyss in here very shortly just to hear from him. And then for my schedule for tomorrow, I will probably be racing tomorrow for a little on the high side B series. I usually commentate. Depending on that, I don't know. We'll see. I may commentate. I may race. We'll see. But that will be at 8 o'clock. Either way, I will be streaming that tomorrow at 8. And then at 9:35, I will be continuing on with ODRL NXT, as they will be racing at Texas. By the way, I did not get to stream last week. I was in Indy, so my apologies for no stream on Sundays. So that will be the schedule there. Looks like they're trying to get the lobby up right now. So we should not have to wait much longer. I will send Abyss one more invite. Let me see here. Hope they didn't have to reset. Looks like they did. There they go. Okay. There they go. So 50%. Again, so we'll just go over the race info really quick. 100 laps for the 50% race length. Pace speed for the pace lap will be 70 miles per hour. Relaxed yellows are on tonight. Same can be said with black flags. Draft package will be on normal. Stages are on as always. Tire wear on ×2, so the fuel run will be around 22 laps. Driving aids will be off, same with custom setups, and then damage will be on. Alright, and I believe Abyss has hopped on in. And I believe also Asylums have to back out and create a new lobby. Something is not going right for public lobbies today, apparently. Let me see if I can include his audio. Let me see. Yeah, it's already on. Okay. Okay, I'll give him another second here. Here's the rules for pit entry. For drivers trying to get down pit road, they have to signal down the backstretch, and they have to go below the white line and enter off of 4. And then when they exit, they have to stay on the apron until they reach the backstretch. And they also have to call it out vocally, either in a voice chat or in a party with an admin. Alright, so let me get the word here from admins when we can hop on in. Should be any moment now. But big stakes tonight. This is the elimination race for the round of 8. After tonight, the championship 4 will be set. There we go. All right, so Abyss should be here, ready to go. Made it right on time.
Whew.
All right, so
how we doing?
We're doing pretty good. So we're getting ready to get this one started. So any tips on the drivers tonight before they get ready to go 100 laps around Auto Club?
Was messaged something. Okay,
Hello at Abyss.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Last minute messages sent to me.
Oh, no.
13 worst position, 14. We have 14 worst now. Okay, so 14 drivers worst points. It's 23 points. For the drivers, it's all gonna be up to how they race the racetrack. Auto Club, very hard on the tires. A lot of tire wear. So it's gonna be interesting. But have we gone over the points situation yet?
Yes, so we will go on ahead and look over them again. So, again, Asylums and Sammy, they are locked in. Cowboys still has not officially clinched, but he can do so by the end of Stage 1 if things go his way. He is 21 ahead of 4th, 24 ahead of 5th. Yoshi in the 34 is 4th, 3 points above the cut line. The 12 car of Don Polo is 5th, 3 back. The 44 of Stiff is 8 back. Nasformer in the 3, basically in a must-win scenario. He's 30 back entering tonight. And then the 99 already eliminated due to the suspension. That is Lyle. So that's pretty much all there is to say there.
Which to the people that are listening to this, I apologize. I was supposed to broadcast last week at Phoenix, but some late stuff happened at the end of my night to where by the time I got home, the race was pretty much over. So
I didn't hear much about that.
yeah.
So everyone's going to get in their pace laps really quick.
Is it
Looks like
open lobby?
materials officially swapped over to the 7. Just making sure everyone is in here as scheduled. Trippy Tricks is in the field tonight, the defending champ. Late schedule change there for him, so he will be racing tonight. But this man right here in the 6 will be starting on the pole. Not a lot to lose tonight. He's in a good point position. He just wants to clinch in as soon as possible.
Oh, no, it's NASCAR. Found it.
But he will be starting up in the front. On his outside is a driver who has to win tonight. That is the 3 of Nasformer.
Yes, indeed. Again, this is it. This is what all season has come down to. All the consistency comes down to one race, and I love it. I love this style of racing. It means it comes down to one specific point. And again, NASCAR, the people we're talking about, they've been close to winning. Don Polo has been close. He's been there. The question is, can he find a way tonight? All the 6 has to do is cruise. That's all he has to do. Finish inside the top 5 in both stages, and he's clean.
As a reminder, Stage 1, 29 laps. Fuel window around 22 laps, so everyone will have to pit at least once in this stage. I will continuously update the points as need be after every stage. Just give everyone updates on where everyone stands. There they go. Out of turn 4, they're getting ready to go.
Here we go.
Elimination racing for the round of 8. Cowboys on the inside, Nas on the outside. Green flag, we're underway here in Auto Club.
Great start for Cowboy. That's going to give the 16 of Asylums a great start to clear. Nasformer in the 3 going into turn 1 and 2 clear as they get 3, 2, 4 wide behind them. Nasformer goes down to 3rd, the 43. Everyone else back there's a little bit of a gap, big gap. Oop, the 5 got a little bit loose. They're going to follow the back. The 7 steps out of line, gets falls back into line as we go down the backstretch into turn number 3.
On board with the 44, one of the guys that needs to do good tonight to catch up to the cut line. We got contact with Grams at the 45 and Sammy in the 31 towards the back. Other than that, everyone makes it through. It will be Asylums leading the first lap with Nasformer giving them some help behind him in second. Here comes Yoshi in the 34 up to 3rd.
Yes, indeed, as they go into turn 3. Nasformer to second, Yoshi to third. Looks like Cowboy's going to fall back, and again, all he has to do is he doesn't need to win this race, so he's pretty much a non-factor. But here comes Cowboys trying to look for that Cowboys Nasformer, but here comes Yoshi pushing his way in the second down the back straightaway into turn 3.
Nasformer unable to get that lead spot, so he will fall to fourth. Yoshi up to second, Cowboys back up to third. As Don Polo in the 12, first car not in the top 4. You see him there in fifth, getting help from the 21.
Yes, indeed, he is the first man out. He needs to find a way to get to that front pack. He does not need to lose. If he can stay with that front 5 right there, sorry, 4, be the 5th man in that line, that's going to help him out a lot more than leading a line right now. So he's helping. He's praying that this 21, the 6, and the 22 can push him up to that front pack as they go down to turn number 3.
Looks like the 12 car just needs another 10th just to get into that draft. However, a little bit of side-by-side action behind him is going to slow that group down. Looks like that is the 2 of Blixen on the inside. Won't be able to get enough of momentum as the 21 will stay behind the 12 here, going through 1 and 2. We already see a couple cars not in this pack. One of those is already locked in, as we talked about earlier. That is the 31. He won the first race of this round, so ever since then, he's really done, nothing that was necessary to clinch him in. He's already locked in. He has nothing to lose tonight.
I mean, all he needs to do is again, if you're locked in like Sammy or Asylums, just have a summer day. You don't need to push the competition. Next week you are racing for a championship. You are racing for the right to be this season's champion. You don't need to win this race. Asylums, he wants to win. Sandboys, he probably knows he's not going to win. He's going to cruise, save his tires, maybe have a late run push, and have a good finish, but that's all he needs to do. Ooh, as the 22, the 7, and someone else back up there have a little bit of issue coming off of turn 2.
That looks like the 22 of Kevin, the 7 of Material. Back there having a moment. No one goes around. We're still green. Mostly everybody single file. Right now, Asylum's leading the way again. For those who have not clinched in, if you are leading the way and you end up winning the race, it's an automatic ticket to the final round. If you are someone who is 5th or below in the standings and you win, then the cut line gets bumped another spot. So right now, the 34, who is 4th, he is hoping no one from 5th on back ends up winning tonight, because it could end up costing him a trip to the Final Four.
But all I'm going to say is look behind them. That group of 4, the 12, the 21, and the last season's defending series champion of Trippy Tricks. Right back there, they're in a straight line. They're catching this pack as they continue to battle. So that right there, that's going to put a little bit of a notch in the 34's throat right there, because he knows that if that 12 gets the win today, that 34's out.
Meanwhile, Group 3, a little bit of calamity. The 2 and the 22 trying to get it together. That's slowing everyone down in that group. And that is led by the 44, a stiff for the Biff. He needs to be up there with those other playoff contenders, because otherwise right now he's losing ground towards the cut line.
Well, right now, I don't think Stiff the Biff has the car to lead this pack to get them where they need. I think maybe the 2 or maybe the 22 or maybe the 7 has the car, but again, if you're in the 44, you have to lead. You can't afford. You need to control your destiny a little bit more, and the best way to do that is lead and drive the way you want to drive, not drive the way that the person in front of you wants to drive. But right now, that's not working for him, as the 12 has already caught up to that pack and is currently battling.
Yeah, the 12 and the 21 both got by the 3. Here comes the 66, the Trippy Cowboys to the inside. No one's going to go with. Yoshi staying with the 16. The 12 car trying to follow suit.
The 12's on the outside. Does he get into this outside of Yoshi? No.
So Yoshi
up to 3rd.
Will take the 2nd spot. Don Polo up to 3rd. Again, the 12 is racing the 34 for that 4th spot in points. As the 6 trying to hold his ground on the bottom. Might be able to get in front of the 66 here. 66 goes back to the top, now back to the bottom he goes.
Sure, I'm drafting with the 6. If I want to make sure that they're side by side into the corner, but he didn't do that. I don't know why he didn't. I would have made sure that they're at least side by side, giving Don Polo some extra work to do with going into the corner.
Don Polo has had one wild ride throughout the playoffs, even having a substitute for him. In fact, his substitute driver is the one right behind him, has a little contact with the 34 and the 12. Everyone keeps
The 21,
it going.
the 12 had a run there, but didn't make it work that well. But again, here comes the charge. The outrun of the 12 is insane today, and we're just in the first stage. Cowboys dives it in deep. Here comes Trippy to try to make it.
Oh,
through.
contact with the 21. Up the racetrack he goes.
That's not what he wanted to see.
And he saves it.
Asylum's love this. That's a 12 to the outside again.
Talked about that 66, a late entry into the race tonight. The defending champ hasn't been here every race this season. However, he did make the playoffs, and I believe he did make it into round 2 before being eliminated. Didn't make every start last round. As here we go.
I did talk to Trippy. Ooh, again, another deep dive for Cowboy. Gonna try to challenge for second. Where is Asylum's gonna go? 2 by 2 by 2. He's gonna stick to that outside. Gives a run to the 34. The 34 is gonna look low, and the 16 does it. But here comes Yoshi to the outside.
For the race lead. Yoshi Racing trying to get by on the outside. Trying to pin the 16 close to the white line. Won't be able to do it. They both move up the racetrack, and the 16 re-clears. Here comes the 12. 3 wide for second place. Don Polo with a shot from Naz. Oh, contact! Pushes the 12 up.
The 12 keeps it straight, but he's going to lose some positions.
21
Don
nearly
Polo's
went up into the 34. They all keep it going. Big wins there. The 6 and the 66. Here comes Cowboys in the 6 for the lead.
As these guys are battling, guess who's not gaining? The 44 of Stiff the Bith. He has not gained on this group at all.
Trippy Tricks giving a shot to
Here
the 6. Here comes Kobe!
To the inside!
3 wide again, going into 3 and 4. The 21 clears the 16. 16 trying to cross him over. 3 wide again.
He's going to get there. He's going to put the 12 middle. No one's open the 21.
Going to the line, Asylums gets the nod to lead that lap.
These boys are battling, and I love it.
21-66 had a close call there. That slows them and the 12 down. Here comes the 3 of Nasformer. This is for second. 21's going to stay behind the 34. And right now, it is Asylums with Nasformer and Yoshi rounding out the top 3.
Here comes the 21 looking to the outside and trying to get him, but the 12 goes in the bottom. And he gets the 34 of Yoshi out of shape. These guys are battling like no other.
Naz and Kobe still side by side. Again, they all have to make a pit stop.
Oh, wreck in the back, wreck in the back.
Got wrecked. Let's see who it's on.
That's the 5.
Yeah, the 5.
Loose.
The Reagan boy.
They keep it green.
Doesn't lose too much time, but he will lose the draft. So the 5 car at this point just wants to stay on the lead lap. And he will not go down pit road there. All right. Meanwhile, back up here. Yoshi Racing threading the needle, going to the bottom again. Now this is for the lead.
Asylums trying to battle. He will look like he's going to clear. Yoshi off of turn 2 onto the backstretch. Nasformer gets a good push from Kobe.
Another thing that's going on here that I would keep an eye on. The 44 is catching up to this group because the 6 car is not linked to the 12. 12 car barely scraped the wall there off 4.
Kobe pushing hard, trying to get to the outside, but here comes Billis into the inside, trying to take the lead, but he'll battle for second.
The 12 and the 3, side by side. 12 goes up the racetrack.
He
clears them
aggressively.
Oh man, the 3 car, little to no room there to mess up, and he executes it perfectly.
The 12 to the inside. He has help.
Kobe giving a shot to the 12. 12 moves up the track.
Kobe to the inside.
3 in the wall. Still 3 wide.
Into turn 1. A silence is watching all this.
Oh, 21 hits the apron. That could have been a wreck right there.
Keeps it straight, loses a lot of momentum, but here comes the 44, trying to catch this pack.
5-car train down the backstretch here in Group 2. They are about 2/10 away from catching up to this pack.
We come off turn 4.
He might have the draft here. He might get another shot. He does get it from the 7.
And while we're doing this battle, I have a question for you, my friend. Do you know where the man in the 6 car is driving for next season?
I've heard a lot of contract negotiations, as it looks like we have some pit stops happening this time.
Let me give you some breaking news. The contract has been signed for about a month now. Ladies and gentlemen, just as we fill the pit stop, as half the field pits there.
Oh, 7:22! They save it.
As I was saying, ladies and gentlemen, the man of driving number 6, Cowboy, will be joining me next season at Overkill Motorsports.
Well, there it is.
It looks like everyone else besides the 21 of Kobe is sailing the pit road this time, but I had to let it know. I don't know if anyone let it fly yet, but breaking news, Cowboy goes to Overkill Motorsports next season.
So here comes Group 2. Naz, Trippy,
aggressive.
Sammy, and Glixon all going down.
And again, the 21 is the lead. He is yet to pit. He is still on the racetrack, going farther than anyone thought they could go because of how aggressive they were driving.
Looks like he may signal this time, and he does.
Yes, indeed. Feeling this time by 21 is coming to pit road. But it looks like Don Polo beat Asylums out of pit road. That's impressive. That's a huge move right there.
In the 12 car, the gap between him and the 34, just 3 points for that final spot.
Oh, Don Polo's getting very aggressive there.
But speaking of that 34, that's what the 12 car is aiming for. As you see, this group exits, led by the 3. The 44 looks like he's going to blend in 5th, at least for those
Don Polo
have
to
pitted.
eventually assume the race lead. He goes into turn 3, takes the position away from 34. But again, this is not the lead. The lead will be after they pass the 21. Billis will actually be advanced into the round of 4 because of how he is positioned as we speak.
We're on lap 23 of 29, so we are currently with 7 to go here in this first stage. Here's where the 21 is right now. He just exited. He's with the 7. This could be good for the 21 if he could stay with the 7's draft. However,
I think that means
the leader is the 66 of Trippy Tricks.
He must have took 2 tires or something.
Yeah, a lot of 2-tire strategies were taken. The 66, the 6 among them. You also see the 22, the 7, the 21. So, thinking about this now, the 6 car could be a big winner here because at this rate, he could clinch at the end of stage 1.
And that will be huge for him just to know entirely. But again, let's talk about that news right there. Cowboy moving teams to Overkill Motorsports next season. I think it's going to be a great combo. Me, Cowboy, and I believe another teammate that I'm not sure if he's part of our team yet or not. I can't wait to see how this goes. I love Cowboy. He's a fantastic driver. I can't wait to team with him next season.
Down to 5
right
to go.
Now.
Lap 25 of 29.
As Trippy shows why he is the defending series champion, why he won last season's championship. Up front strategy, 2 tires. Great call from these two. Great battle. Question is, can the defending series champion hold on what I think is the champion of the season? I'm already locked in my pick. Cowboy is going to be the champion next week. I'm going to lock it in now. If he makes it, I'm going to lock it in.
We're getting to 4 to go this time. It's just these two right now in the draft. Third place is not close enough. Doesn't have any drafting partner with him. Meanwhile, this battle back here is just for 6th place. 6th, 7th, and 8th is the first 3 cars in this group. And then we got positions 9 through 12 right behind them. A lot is on the line here with some of these guys in this group. The 12, the 34, the 44, and the 3. As Yoshi's going to give a shot to the 12.
Is between the two. Is between the 12 and the 34.
Stiff for the biff right there. Up to 9th.
Because they only came out. They came into this race 3 points separating the two. 3 points. That's all that was separated right now. If I'm not wrong, it's going to be a 2-point buffer between the two. 2 to 1.
And they're catching up.
Well, that
to
isn't that great, but right
5th.
now, 2 to 1 point buffer.
2 extra stage points are on the line up ahead of them. Here comes the 34. 12 trying to defend.
Oh, contact, but here comes the biff trying to make it 3 wide.
Side by side, going down to 3 and 4. 34 with the advantage on the low line.
12 isn't
Trying
giving up,
to
though.
clear.
He's still challenging.
Won't be able to do
He's still trying
it.
to be there. Ooh. The push.
2 to go.
The push from
Here
the
in stage 1. The 12 car
The
now
12.
ahead of the 34. Goes right back down to clear him.
I think this might actually tie them if he can get 1 more point. If Asylums
is in. Here comes Stiff.
If Asylums can keep that buffer, guess what? They're tied. This is a tie game, boys.
They're getting to the line. It will be the last lap of the stage. You see the 2 leaders up ahead. Here comes Stiff to the inside of Yoshi. They are 3 wide. Glixen helping the 44.
This is what the 12 wants to see.
Oh, contact!
He
hits the 12!
34! Push the 12
Oh,
in
no!
the wall! 12 hits hard!
And the 44 taking advantage. Now Stiff just has to finish the stage.
That is a tough position to be in. The 12 blocked hard.
Going to the line, though, for stage 1. It is Cowboys over Trippy Tricks in a photo finish.
Let's go back to what just happened a lap ago. I'm not sure how to react to that because the 34 has the right to be mad, but I don't think that was the right action to take. Wrecking the 12, that might come back to bite Yoshi at the end of this race. That might be a penalty. It'll be up to the admin to decide on that one, but that is a huge blow to the 12.
We'll have to take a look at the points really quick. But Stiff does get 7th. Yoshi gets 9th, so that's 2.
And again, the penalty is Yoshi starts up front, Billis starts at the rear. Beginning stage 2, again, that might come back to bite Yoshi in the back if he does not win this race. That might be a point penalty and just enough to get Billis in there. But again, it's going to be a tough call to call there as we go into turn 3 to start turn 2 to start stage 3. 2, my goodness, I'm terrible.
We can officially confirm that the driver of the 6 car has found himself a spot in the Championship 4 through points. So the 6 car will be racing for a championship in 2 weeks at Las Vegas.
As I'm correct, looks like Yoshi had to do a pass-through. That's going to hurt Yoshi again. I'm going to guess that's because of what happened at the end of stage 1. The penalty right there called was a pass-through.
And an update now in terms of the 4th position. Look at this. Stiff for the Biff is leading right now. So at the moment, the points is not really accurate with him leading the way. But with the stage points being added, Yoshi currently has a 5-point gap over the 12 and a 6-point gap over the 44 with the stage points being added.
But now Yoshi's at the tail end. I mean, he's almost lapped out, I want to say.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye out for him. There he is off the pit road, and he is a lap down.
He is a lap down.
So that's going to take him out of any stage points unless if he does some miraculous strategy. But right now, the 44 is enjoying this because not only is he leading the way right now, if this was the stage 2 results, the 44 would be the 4th guy in.
And right now, the only man sweating bricks is the 12 of Don Polo, also known as Billis. He is trying to work his way through this pack and get himself back up front and again show why he deserves to be in the championship in 2 weeks' time.
27 laps here in this stage. We are on lap 4, so 24 to go here in stage 2. A pit stop is required for all, including the 34 again. As you see the 31 right all the way on the bottom. There's an update on the 34, all by himself, about to enter turn 4. Doesn't have any draft, so that's going to make him lose additional time. The thing is, if you get lapped a second time, you could make the debate that your race is over.
And again, that's the price you do if you make that type of move. So again, we did see the 38 wall the 12. So that is the punishment that he pretty much gave himself when he did that. Again, I know the 12 did a terrible block, but he did not have to wreck the 12 because the 34 would have kept on going. But again, to correct your math, you were correct. The Yoshi plus 5 at the end of stage 1, the 12 minus 5, and the 44 minus 6. But again, that's all out the window. Now looks like Billis.
Oh, crash!
My
45 into the wall hard. He got contact from the 5.
No contact. No caution. They're staying green.
The 45 of Grams is destroyed in turns 1 and 2.
That's gonna hurt. But guess who that's gonna help? That's gonna help the 34 Yoshi. If he can get lapped and get passed by him, that's gonna give him an extra point. But right now, if my math is correct, Billis is in as he takes the lead from Cowboy coming off of turn 4. Remarculous restart since he's moved from the back to the front. What an amazing car from the 12.
They are not slowing down, so no caution there for the crash. And if I'm Yoshi, I would be sweating even more because with Grams getting damaged and losing all that time, what happens if the 45 gets lapped and he gets the lucky dog at the end of the stage?
Again, when these guys don't like to wreck, these areas are pretty clean. So you're not going to see a caution that well. But again, look at the front of the pack. More bricks should be sweating. Because guess who's currently second and third?
12 of
Billis
the 44.
And Stiff the Biff. Both up front, battling for position, battling for the lead right now. Billis in with the win. I think Billis is still in on points if he finishes second right now. So, because Yoshi's well off the pack and a lap down.
Update
if
on
my math
the
is correct.
3. Nasformer is one of those other playoff drivers that has to get in with a win There you see him towards the end of this first pack. Still in contention. He's just trying to mind his P's and Q's. Trying to get by the 7 and the 5. Looks like he will clear the 7 and the 5.
To be fair, if I know I have to win this race, if I know I'm like him, I'm not battling. Points don't matter. Ride the back, watch them all have problems. Let the win come to you and have fun in the first 2, race hard in the third. Because right now, finishing first in both stages, they're not going to help him because he's well off the points. He needs to win this race. So I like his strategy, be in the back, don't push it. But right now, Billis and Stiff the Biff have to push and have to get points.
Update on the 45, he did pit. However, he's over a half a lap down. So we're about to see here if the 45 can hang on. Here's the 66 trying to make it 3 wide.
Oh, he gets kind of into Cowboy there. They both ride up the 2 and the 6.
4 wide towards the back. Everyone saves it.
Stiff the Biff, shockingly, really sticking with the 12 here.
Right now,
as they keep driving around here, as they keep battling for the lead.
Trying to stay next to Asylums. Asylums moves up just a little bit. That's going to allow the 44 to get to the 12. It's back bumper first. Getting some additional help from Sammy and Kevin. As Don Polo still leads in the midst of controversy among bubble drivers. Here's an update on the 34. There he is now entering the backstretch. Trying to stay the first
car,
1 lap
making
down.
it 3 wide there. Trying to. Gobi trying to get up there. Trying to help some assist to the 12. The big teammate help right there, I'm just saying. But right now, Billis leads. Billis is in. Stiff the Biff out. And also Yoshi's out. That's the terms of this right now. Right now, if I'm Stiff the Biff, I have to think about my option. Do I want to continue helping the 12, or do I find a way to help the 6? Because right now, the 6, he gains nothing from winning this race. No extra points. He just gains bragging rights. Billis wins. He gets a shot at the championship in 2 weeks' time. This has to be a spot that he has to think of right now. And how long do you stay behind the 12?
When they get to the line, it will be 15 to go here in stage 2. Again, pit stops are getting closer and closer. So sooner or later, you'll start seeing everybody begin to dip down below the white line to signal. But right now, everyone content on riding double file.
Why can't we get this at, like, Daytona or Talladega, like, more often? I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Be great. But as we continue, the battle up front is electrifying. A lot of people, a lot of police people involved, and it's just getting better. As that outside line is more in line, but here comes the 66 to the outside of the 21.
Here comes Kobe in the 21 in the middle. Neck and neck with Trippy, giving a shot to Asylums. Still 3 wide here mid-pack. Asylum's now in the middle. Don Polo to the bottom. Trippy Tricks trying to ride the higher line.
Oh, and actually, I got some more information to you about the 34. It wasn't a penalty. He forgot to pit at the end of stage 1. That's why he pitted at the beginning of stage 2. He forgot to pit, not a pass for penalty.
Yeah, that mindset probably was focused on that accident. And now as a result, as you see the 21 going way below the white line, looks like he may be pitting here. Unless if he just had a moment. We'll give him a few seconds here to see what happens.
Looks like he is pitting, which again, that's a smart move. You're in a big pack. I want to pit by myself. I don't want to put my chance of having a great pit stop in the hands of, let's say, out of nowhere the 3, unless he wants to be more aggressive in the pit road, and he bumps you, that's a speed penalty on you.
Look at this. Here comes Stiff. Contact with the 12. Everyone's able to get back in line.
Looks like who's that in the back? I think that's the 6. Come to pit road this time by. He is confirmed. Will be racing for a championship in 2 weeks' time. He no longer needs to win. He can just cruise. As Billis continues to lead here at Auto Club.
Right now, the top 5. Don Polo, Stiff, Asylum, Sammy, Trippy Tricks, rounding out the first 5. As there you see the 21 exiting pit road. He has now scored the first car 1 lap down. And the thing with the 21 is, if a caution comes out, he will get that lap back and trap everyone else a lap down. Doesn't look like no one here will be pitting this time.
If the entire lead lap pit, actually no, since Cowboy pitted, if he doesn't go a lap down and then over caution, he regains the lead.
Yeah, there's Cowboys exiting now. He's in turns 1 and 2. He may stay ahead of the leaders here.
So right now, the 34 is praying everyone can get on the pit road safely.
Reagan Boy signaling in the 5.
Again, how fantastic to know that the top 2 are battling each other for a spot in the final round. That you don't get a better picture than this, boys. Best view of the house right now. The behind them, last week's winner, couple weeks winner of Sammy, and then the defending series champ behind them as they go into turn 3. Cowboys ahead. Coming off of turn 2, who's going to signal this time by? Looks like...
To clarify, the 5 car, even though he went down below the white line, he did not pit last time by. He is still in this pack. I believe he was just trying to get to the back of the line. But it doesn't look like anyone made a move there, so we are good to go here this lap.
Interesting how far they have gone, even though they know the 12 and the 6 have already pit, or 21 and the 6 have already pitted. I would have thought they would have been on there a little bit faster.
Expect cars pitting this time. And I mean a lot of them. The leaders are pitting this time. Looks like the 31 is one that did not go below the white line. Though I don't think he even had a choice. As everyone's stacking up.
This is where the hearts stop. Billis.
Oh, everyone's going to make it in.
Make it fine.
Couple cars stay out, though. Sammy Boy, you see the 21 who already pitted. And Nasformer staying out.
Toby, watching all this info, he knows he will probably, actually he won't regain the lead. Cowboy will regain the lead because of how far ahead he is to the 21.
2 leaders
if everyone takes 4.
Expect a lot of 2-tire calls based on what we saw in the last stage. Here we go, 31 and 3 going down this time. They are now in pit road. And Nasformer actually gets by Sammy Boy right before they entered in.
Cowboy, looks like it's going to be the 22 of Kevin. And the 66 got out far. They must have took 2 tires. And I think they gain. I think they'll be battling for the lead at the end of this.
Meanwhile, look who's not in that group. The 44, a stiff for the Biff, is not there.
Actually, he's in front of them. He's in front of him.
He is now entering the front stretch. He is way behind him.
Oh, I'm an idiot. My bad. I looked behind him. I see I saw a yellow car. That might. Who is that?
So Trippy Tricks has officially taken control of this race with Kevin right behind. So 2 drivers currently not in the playoff hunt in the top 2.
And again, that leaves Don Polo of the 12 very comfortably inside of the playoff grid, inside of the Final Four right now. Huge rebound for the 12. Tough stage 2 for the 44, and a terrible stage for the 34.
We're down to the final 5 laps. We're on board with Asylums. He is currently scored in 4th. Don Polo currently in 6th. He's trying to use the draft of the 16 to get by to 3. He's got him cleared. But he won't take advantage as Grams gets out of the way.
Again, if I'm the 12, I'm not going to push the issue. He knows that the best car of these guys is the 34. Maybe. I think the 12 might have a better car, actually. I could be... I think the 12 might have a better car. But right now, he knows the 34 is not getting any stage
wreck
points.
Again here in the back. That's the 45. I believe he went too low. He spun around, and he went to the outside wall.
We're still green. We are still green.
While all this is going on, Asylums is reeling in Cowboys. This would be for 3rd. 12 car trying to push the 16 to him.
And they got a huge line. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars pushing there.
We're down to 3 to go. If they play their cards right, they may even have a shot of getting to the top 2.
It's gonna be close if they have the chance. It's gonna be close. They need to be timing right. They need to dispatch of that 6 car very fast.
16 may just stay behind the 6 and use them as a drafting partner. As they're getting the 2 to go this time. Nope, they're not going to stay behind him. 2 to go.
2 to go.
3rd.
Asylums to 3rd. If the 12 can keep with them and close the door on the 6,
he's got him there.
He shuts the door.
When they get to the line, it will be the last lap of stage 2.
I don't think they're going to get there, but it's going to be close.
So Don Polo has taken control of 4th. White flag here in stage 2. They may not be able to get there in time. But the 12 has to focus on where he's running. The 3 of Nasformer trying to get by him.
A great block coming off
Here
the
goes
turn
the
2
12.
next. The 12 makes a move on the inside. I don't think that was a smart move. That lines up 3 teammates.
Don
he
Polo
goes
looking for
in.
3rd. He's keeping up with them.
He needs 3rd. Asylum gets loose.
The defending champ, Trippy Tricks, is going to win stage 2 in a huge move to 3rd for Don Polo.
Huge stage for Don Polo. Huge. That is what he needed.
Stiff for the Biff gets 10th. Yoshi Racing is going to be the lucky dog in 13th.
If I do my math correctly in my head, Yoshi needs to finish within, I think, 5 positions in front of Billis to transfer. I think this became a win for the 34, the 44, and the 3. Don Polo might have just secured himself a shot at next 2 weeks' time for a championship. That's going to be huge.
Here's an
Huge
update on
stage
the
for
current
12.
situation. Don Polo in the 12 is up 3 over Yoshi for that final spot. Stiff is 8 points back. Nasformer still in must-win territory. This is the final stage.
Then you win or you go home. Don Polo starts the stage off in third. Great starting position, but now Yoshi has to do what Don Polo had to do, run his way through the field. But also, since we were talking about this, there might be a penalty on the 34 for wrecking the 12. So right now, the 34 might just need to win this race to get himself into the final four. That could be the possibility we're looking at here.
And if I'm the 44 or the 3, I'm just hoping that the 12 and 34 get at it again, maybe take each other out. As you see a big move there by the 6 and the 3. 6 car goes all the way under the white line. Cowboys has to back off. And he might lose the draft here.
Oh, big move, big thing from the 5 and the 22.
Everyone saves it. However, Nasformer is up to third. There's Cowboys. He's still trying to fight to stay in this pack. We have yet to have a caution for incident. However, we've had a couple of incidents in this race. A couple spins from the 45. We had the controversy with the 34 and the 12. However, no actual cautions besides the stage breaks.
But if I'm anyone that needs to win this race,
is up to fourth.
But guess who hasn't really moved forward? The 34 of Yoshi has not really made his way through that mess to the back. He's still in the back of that pack.
Yoshi trying to get back in the top 10 in a 3-wide spot as Grams hits the wall. I believe he just ran out of the room. And Yoshi, at least climbing up just a little bit, gained a couple of spots. But he is in the top 10. The top 3 are trying to check out.
Nasformer needing a win. Billis just needs to finish top 3 to guarantee him a spot. That's where I'm going to put it. Billis needs the top 3. That's all he needs. Basically the top 5 almost. He just needs a top 5, and he might have a shot at a championship in the next 2 weeks' time.
Again, everyone has to make at least one pit stop. However, with the amount of laps in this stage, I would not be too keen on taking 2 tires on this last round. You might just have to be set with taking 4.
I see some gamblers in this pack. I think we might have some gamblers if they take 2. We might have some gamblers here. But would the gamble pay off, though? That's the question.
The 6 and the 45 not in the lead draft anymore. However, they are working together to try and stay close to that lead group.
Nasformer goes to the bottom. Tries to make a move happen into turn number 1. He sends it in side by side with the 12. No luck, he gets the 12 clears him. But looks like the door is going to be closed fast as the 16 lets him in. Never mind.
Good teamwork there from the 3 and the 16. The 3 car does not lose any spots. He tries again. This is for second.
He clears the 12. But the momentum of the 66 and the 12 keep them up front. Here comes Asylum's to push. You got almost three teammates there.
Stiff for the Biff now to the outside of Asylums for 4th. Here they go.
They enter there. Turn 1. Nasformer knows what he needs to do. He hasn't done it all season. He needs a win. He signed a contract a couple months ago, like a month ago. Welcome him back to the team. He would be grateful to have a win and a spot for next 2 weeks' time.
Yeah, Nasformer just hasn't had the luck that he's been looking for. It seems like he's just been caught up in a lot of other people's messes, and he's been the one that's had to take the damage for it. But now here he goes, looking to the inside for the lead. Won't be able to clear the 66, trying to stay next to him. But it looks like the 12's going to push him right back on by, and now Stiff is looking for 3rd.
A lot of names you don't usually see up front working together. The 12 might be out of line a little bit. I don't think he wants to make this move, but he's trying it. The 12 looking for the lead here.
Sammy Boy almost took a ride in the grass on the front stretch, but we're all good.
12 goes in, side by side with the 66.
Here they go, about to enter the back stretch. Double wide for the most part. Here goes Stiff.
Now, Stiff the Biff dives in and will take the lead.
Well, here's the two drivers featured around that cut line. Stiff and Don Polo, 1 and 2. Don Polo on the outside, won't be able to get help from Naz. So now that puts the 3 up to second.
Here comes
the Reagan Boy. The Reagan Boy in the 5 now, looking for third.
And guess who's on the outside line now? The team of the 12, the 22, the 21, and the 6.
Oh, man. 12 car goes through the middle. Kevin's going to follow. Look who's in the top 5. Yoshi Racing is in the mix once again.
This is a battle for the lifetime. Everyone in the top 5 needs a reason to win today. Yoshi to the... Sorry, Bill is to the lead in the 12. Reagan Boy, the 5 to second. The 22 guns for the outside, but here comes Yoshi.
Yoshi now battling for third. The Reagan Boy in the 5, who a couple of weeks ago swept the stages at Talladega and got a top 5 out of it. He's looking for his first win of the season.
The stars come out when it's most bright. Billis to the inside. Little
car
touch.
up the track.
He shuts the door on the
just
22.
3 wide.
Billis back to the lead. Yoshi to second.
Good news
Toby
for the
to
6.
third.
All of this racing
It's
up
the
in the
fourth.
front has allowed Cowboys to get back in contention. Still 3 wide. This is for third on back.
Toby's gonna fall out.
For the lead.
Stuck in the middle.
How about this?
Biff
4th, 5th,
and
and
Yoshi
6th
contact.
in the points. All in the top 5. They were all just 1, 2, 3 for a moment. But now Don Polo leading the way with Stiff in second. Kevin, Kobe, Naz in the top 5.
Would you have thought this was gonna be the battle when we started today?
I did not expect the 12 and the 44 to gain more points than the 34, but here we are.
But again, guess who's on that outside line? That 22 right there. They've been working well together all race long. He now has a partner to dance with on the outside line.
We're down to the final 25 laps of the race. Lap 76 of 100. Pit stops not far away. Expect them within the next 10 laps.
So I've just got some information. Pretty much the 44 is in a must-win. The 3 is in a must-win. The points battle is between the 12 and Yoshi.
Couple cars you see is not even in this lead pack anymore. You see the 2 of Glixen. He's one that's not in this pack anymore. The 7 of Material Zero. The 16 of Asylums is not even in the pack anymore.
I think either they got out because of some contact that they didn't really mean to happen, or they're seeing they're getting a little bit too crazy. I don't want to be involved in a wreck here.
Meanwhile, look at this. The 3 of Naz.
The 12
going all the way
huge
down.
block that didn't work. The 12 has thrown 2 huge blocks in this race. That one doesn't wreck him. The first one did.
One car
That
was
12
way
is getting
below the
greedy.
line back there as well. I believe that was the 31. He did not pit, but we're 3 wide here within the top 5.
But Billis, Dom Polo is getting very brave with these blocks. I don't think he's going to keep doing it this much longer.
4 of the top 5 are either drivers around the cut line or drivers in a must-win scenario to make the final round. The only exception, the 22.
Look, is arguably the 12's best friend right now.
As Yoshi giving Kevin a shot, but Kevin staying in line.
As they go into turn 1, Billis, the race of his career is today. This is the day he wanted to show something. He showed everything. He's come out to play. And he's come to fight with Yoshi, a man that's been battling inside the top 5 of points all season long. Could he come here with the upset of a lifetime?
Drivers expected to go down pit road within the next 5 laps.
That 22's blocking. That 22 is blocking the 34. Nasformer to the bottom. He knows he can't stay in line. The 44 knows he can't stay in line. They're both in a must-win.
Nasformer now in control of 2nd. Stiff is up to 3rd. The Reagan boy up to 4th. As now the 12 and the 3 side by side for the lead. Going down to 3 and 4. The 3 of Nasformer to the point.
Who do you draft with? Looks like he's going to choose the 44. Reagan boy goes to the top. Here comes Yoshi on the bottom.
We're down to the final 20 laps. Everyone expected to pit around 3 laps from now, if not less. Das is going to stay with the 44. The 34 behind the 44 as well.
That 12 has a good entrance on the outside line, can roll the corner. Great exit. He's going to have a great run out.
One car going down now. That's the 6.
6 smart move again. If I'm the 3, if I'm the 44, if I'm the 12, if I'm the 34, if I'm the 3, you have to be scared on this next pit stop. No mistakes. You must be perfect. You must be aware of your surroundings going into pit road the next 5 laps.
Expect some signals. Here we go. The 3, the 44, the 34, the 5, the 12.
The 12!
The 21 among those signaling there.
The 12
this is about to
barely
be
got
a
his tires
busy
there.
place this time by.
Again, no mistakes.
Big run by the 34, but everyone makes it in.
Almost. I think that's everybody that's in the points battle pit right there.
Couple cars stay out, the 31, the 16, and the 22. These are your 4 drivers that are fighting to make it into the final round, all in this one glob going down pit road.
I would have never guessed this was going to be the battle going into the final pit stops.
Meanwhile, here comes this group. Asylums, Sammy, and Kevin. The 31 and 16 got in already into the final round with a win. Kevin Yu is not in the playoffs. They are all pitting together.
The man that leads out there, the 3. Then the 40, sorry, the 44, the 3, the 12, the 40, the 34. All that's the order. How they left pit road. Who works with who? Cowboys slinging around, full speed. On the outside line, half of pit road.
With all these cars losing the draft, I'm looking at those like the 21. I believe that is the 5 as well. If those 2 don't catch up, that could be even better for the 12 because, again, it could be a points battle if none of these playoff guys win, and the 12 car currently has that advantage as now the 22, 16, 31 are off.
If I believe how points work, people, the 12 needs to finish 1 or 2 spots ahead of Yoshi.
Blixen, I believe, had an issue on the front stretch. He is slow and has a ton of front-end damage. We are still
So
green.
right now, if Billis finishes second, Yoshi needs to finish.
Oh, big checkup from the 22.
Big checkup. That's gonna hurt. I'm all over the place. Right now, if I'm correct, Billis is in. Yoshi's out. Billis is definitely
Caution
in
is
now.
out. Caution is out.
Caution.
Looks
Huge.
like Graham's might have also been involved. We'll see. A lot of cars off the
Huge
pace.
caution.
Yeah, Graham's trippy tricks with damage. First caution for incident.
And it came at the best time.
So we're going to have a restart with less than 15 to go. Pit stops are no longer going to be a factor. It's just straight up racing at this point to the finish line.
So who do you think's going to win this race?
You might have to ask me that question again here in about 10 laps. I don't have an answer for you.
Who do you think didn't want to see this caution?
Probably the 12. I think the 12 car and the 3, I think, did not want to see that caution because the 12 and the 3 were up there at the front. I think the 3 car is now worried that something's going to happen and he's going to get caught up in another wreck. As here we go, we're back green.
Shout out to the 7 of Material 0 in the 7 car up front here in the final restart. One of the final restarts of the night.
13 to go here at Auto Club. Again, we'll have post-race interviews after
13 to go. If my math is right, Yoshi's is
3
tied.
wide. 4
Might be in.
wide.
Yoshi's definitely in now. Yoshi's in by 1 or maybe 2 points.
Stiff for the fifth, got by both of them.
Huge. But guess who's in the lead? The 3 of NASFOR.
NASFormer in a must-win scenario. Can
Is this
he
gonna be a
hang
team
on for
sweep?
12 more laps and get into the final 4?
Regular, we might see a team sweep here of this round if he can win it today. Because Casey won, then Sammy won.
Oh, don't say that just yet. Look at this,
Oh my
the
God,
top
top
4
4.
are all drivers looking to get into that final spot. But now, Cowboys on the outside with help from the 5.
Yoshi to the inside. NASFOR clears.
11 to go.
NASFOR needs to be perfect. He needs to block everything. He needs to do everything right. They enter turn 1 and 2. Top 4 all want to win for one reason. They get a shot at a championship.
Here comes
They
Yoshi.
join Cowboys, Silence,
Side
and
by
Sammy Boy.
side
Who's
for
going
the
to join
lead.
them? Yoshi to the lead. Battling back is the 3. This is all for a championship, brothers.
Oh, look out, 3 wide. Here comes
Here
Don Polo.
comes the 12 on the outside, but guess
Reagan Boy's gonna ditch him.
Reagan Boy leaves the 12 out there.
Oh, 44 goes up the racetrack. 3 has to go in
that's
front of the
gonna
12.
be
That could have been
careful.
trouble.
That might have helped the 12 there, though. That really helped the 12 there. He could have fallen back farther back if that didn't happen.
Side by side again. Naz and Yoshi. Don Polo in 3rd. Stiff in 4th. If one of these 4 win, points will no longer be a factor. As they're double file, multiple rows deep.
NASFOR takes the point. Here comes Yoshi back on the outside here. Again, the top 4 of all have a reason to win, to join 3 other drivers next in 2 weeks'
tripping in
time.
the wall.
NASFOR enters a little bit high. That opens the door for the 12. The 12 to the inside.
3 car has to find a spot
The
back
16.
down.
That leaves the 12 with no help, but here comes the 66 and the 21 to help the 12.
8 to go. Yoshi Racing, who started this race above the cut line, looking to get in the best way possible, and that is to win.
Transformers falling back.
Naz has to find a spot fast. He is dropping like a rock.
Yoshi loses the lead.
Stiff for the Biff, currently in front. We talked about drivers who have yet to win this season. Stiff for the Biff is one of them.
Oh, that's 12 cars playing dangerous games today, and I love it. Stiff the Biff.
You want to know
out
how
front.
many podium finishes the 44 has had this season?
How many?
One. Just one. He's looking to get a second here and potentially his first win. As the 5 and the 7 had a moment there entering 3 and 4.
This is for a championship. Stiff the Biff is in. Yoshi is out. Billis is out.
6 to go. Kind of calmed down
Billis
a bit.
is trying everything.
Sammy
is
Boy
fighting.
in second.
The outside versus inside line. This is crazy. Billis is up to the second position. He's battling with Sammy Boy.
When they get to the line, it will be 5 laps to go.
5 to go. A season to be decided. Who's going to Las Vegas?
Stiff's got a little bit of a gap here. He can approach this turn however he wants.
The 12 is diving deep. He is trying everything. He's using them tires.
Update on the other two. The 3 car in the 34. There they are mid-pack. 7th and 8th. The 44
Right now,
is
Sammy
going to
Boy is
lead
the
the
biggest
field.
help.
The 4 to go this time.
You know, that 12 is there. The 12 is on the outside. The 34 makes it 3.
Oh, a little contact there with the 5, but the 34 keeps it. And Yoshi is now back in the top 5.
Yoshi is fighting for a season.
Naz stuck all the way on the high line. Stiff trying to block Sammy.
Here
How
comes
about
Asylum.
Asylum's bringing Nazformer back into the fray. 3 to go.
3 to go.
Oh,
Would you
Don tried to
believe this
take the
was gonna
peak
be the
below
battle?
Sammy.
Sammy's sandbagging. I don't know what's going on. But Bill is falling back a little bit.
And Naz is climbing. Second car on the outside.
Biff is battling. He's trying to make it. He's giving him a chance. I really think the 12 needs to find a way to get past Sammy. He might have the car. He probably has the car.
It will be 2 to go this time by.
Yoshi! They go to the bottom!
The 12 is there! He's there! Oh, look out!
Billis is there!
How did he get that one to work?
Clears the Biff!
Wow!
How did he
But look
do
at this,
that?
here comes Naz. Naz is now battling the 12 for second. The 12 is
Naz.
in right now. Going to the white flag.
This is it. This is to decide who's going.
Here comes Yoshi
Naz.
to the inside of the 44. It's the white flag at
big
Auto
one,
As
12.
Don blocks Yoshi. But now here comes Naz. Naz in the 3
to
to
the
the
bottom.
inside. This is for
This
the
could decide.
win.
Naz needs this win.
Can Naz do it? Naz has got the 12 there.
Flipping to the middle.
Oh, he's gonna try and make it 4 wide. I don't know about that one.
Wait a minute.
Look at Yoshi!
Here comes Yoshi to the bottom!
Naz! And Trippy! Out of 4! A spot in the championship 4! Contact! Cowboys in the grass! It's Trippy with the win at Auto Club!
The question is...
Oh my
Yoshi
goodness! The
or
defending
Billis?
champion! Trippy Tricks! Steals it from Naz!
Heartbreak from the 3.
Oh no!
Heartbreak
Oh,
from the 3.
oh boy! We're
Yoshi
gonna have
finished
to wait
second
for
by...
scoring.
I think Billis finished 3rd.
Don Polo got 4th. That should do it. Don Polo is going to the Final 4.
Huge.
Unreal.
The battle of a lifetime. Could you ever imagine this?
Don Polo, at the start of the season, he was fed up after he was raced at Daytona. And here we are at the end of the season. He needed to make those moves, and he's now into the championship 4.
He made blocks. He made dive bombs.
We're going to go on ahead and get some of these guys in here real quick, but just to prevent myself from disconnecting, I'm going to put this party on joinable, and then I will have to join back in. Oh my goodness.
There we go.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know where to go.
If I'm Nez, I'd be like, this son of a bitch beat me to the line.
He is like,
What do I gotta do to win one of these things?
where is he? I'm like missing like so many people.
Alright, well, we're gonna go on ahead and interview our winner here. That being the driver of the 66. Trippy, make sure your audio is included.
Should be.
Alrighty. Welcome back to Victory Lane, my man. It's been a long time, but here we are, second to last race of the season, and you clutch up and you get it done. Tell us, what was it like there racing in that big pack there in those last 10 laps?
Trippy? Hello?
Alright, well, looks like we disconnected. Well, I tried to prevent it from happening, but it still happened. Alright. Let me go on ahead and pause this.